Let's watch Conrad and Belly flirt with each other as equals for the first time. This is a scene-by-scene analysis of Conrad and Belly in the series finale of The Summer I Turned Pretty, from the perspective of a former English teacher. And this scene is when we see Conrad and Belly finally meeting each other on the same wavelength. Because this is not the first time Conrad has been flirtatious with Belly, but it is the first time that Belly's able to flirt back. One thing I really appreciate is how the blocking or the physical choreography supports the storytelling. Conrad and Belly's physical intimacy reflects their emotional intimacy. We can see a progression from the beginning of this episode all the way to the end that as they get closer emotionally, they also get closer physically. So here, Belly and Conrad were seated apart at the start of this dinner party, but now they're sitting next to each other. As we watch, take note of Belly's body language throughout this scene, how no matter who she's talking to, the base of her body is always oriented towards Conrad. And also take note of how much Conrad keeps his eyes on Belly. These are the subtle details that tell us how much these two characters are really connecting with each other.
All right, where's my present? I'm joking.
This is the new Belly. She's more mature and confident. Her being playful and teasing Conrad is showing us their new dynamic, that they're really coming together as equals now. Historically, we've often seen Belly being self-conscious and frazzled with Conrad, but here she seems self-assured and at ease, and Conrad's the one who's a little frazzled.
Isabelle, je crois que c'est lui le cadeau. Tu vas le déballer après ou pas?
Good dialogue always serves a purpose. It's either telling us something about the characters or the story. And to me, Max teasing Belly here about Conrad being the gift does more than just help set a fun and flirty mood. It's also implicitly telling us that Belly still has feelings for Conrad and that her friends are supportive of this reunion. And this is important because this is another layer of the groundwork that the show is establishing about Belly's true feelings for Conrad, so that when we see Belly reject Conrad later on, we would know it's not because she doesn't want to be with him, it's really because she has unresolved issues with herself.
I got you a gift, ma chérie. Allez. Oh, maman. For all of us.
Look at how he's looking at her. Okay, Conrad is about to go in, and I just want to point out how successful flirting requires emotional intelligence. From the very beginning of the reunion, we've seen how Conrad is choosing to follow Belly's lead. He's letting her set the pace and boundary of how much she wants to let him in. Conrad is very attuned to how comfortable and receptive Belly is because he's so attentive to her cues. By this point in the episode, she's responded positively to his bike comment, she's joking with him, and seems very relaxed and very much enjoying his company. And even if Conrad didn't fully understand what Max said in French, he could probably gather from the context clues that it was playful teasing about him and Belly. All these are cues for Conrad that Belly is giving him the green light to proceed, and that's what he does.
So, Benito, not your boyfriend?
I never said he was.
If anyone is wondering why Conrad would ask about Benito when he was already told during the dinner that Belly had broken up with him, it's because Conrad is not really asking a question here. To me, Conrad is just finding an opening to take things in a romantic direction. It's a conversation starter, the equivalent of him saying, "So, you're single, huh?" And Belly doesn't avoid the topic or his eye contact. She turns back to him and gives Conrad her full attention, signaling that she's open and willing to continue in this direction.
I thought you said marijuana messes with white matter.
She smiles because she realizes what he's doing and what this means. I'll explain.
Do you memorize every little thing I've ever said?
Yeah.
The eye contact is very intense. When it comes to the art of flirting, so much is about the subtext, the layered meaning between what is said and what is unsaid. It's what makes good flirting so meaningful and arousing, like this moment between Belly and Conrad. When Conrad makes the comment about marijuana and white matter, Belly's smile was one of recognition because she immediately knew what conversations he's referring to, the one at the pool from season 1. And the subtext here is that Conrad remembers too, that interactions and conversations that Belly may have thought were only memorable to her, they're memorable to Conrad too. And when Belly asks him, "Do you memorize everything I've ever said?" and Conrad replies, "Yes," it's really a flirtatious double entendre. Because on one hand, they're just replaying that conversation from long ago, but on the other hand, Conrad is confessing that, yes, you are important to me and you have always been important to me. The subtext of this exchange, the history and the implications of what is unsaid, is what makes this scene so sexy and intimate to watch. Because this flirtation is Belly and Conrad entering a private moment, a secret language, a meaningfulness that only the two of them understand. Next, Conrad's going to give Belly her birthday gift, and we're going to see the intimacy between them continue to grow emotionally and physically.